I need you for the intro. Are you good, bro? All right. Now look at the camera and be pretty. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Julian Hernandez, and welcome to my podcast. Forgive me for my honesty. If this is your first time joining us, we are to expose the good in the world and drown out the negativity from a news headline perspective. Going on today, guys. As normal, we have 3 headlines for you. And this is my co-host, Rolo. What a beautiful dog. All right, the puppy. So anyways, guys, I have 3 headlines going on. First headline that we're going to go over is actually regarding the Stranger Things. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Stranger Things. It's a TV series. A Netflix series, I'm sorry. It's more sci-fi. It is very addictive. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to watch it. Anyways, this is the headline. Stranger Things helps local science museum sell $400,000 worth of dinosaur hoodies. You're probably thinking, why dinosaur hoodies? What kind of dinosaur hoodies are we talking about? What the heck is happening? This happened November 9th of 2017. In the first episode of the new season of Stranger Things, Dustin Gaten Matarazzo, I believe is how you pronounce it, Matarazzo can be seen sporting a purple dinosaur hoodie that features a logo for a science museum in Minnesota. That hoodie was first available on the museum's Explorer store in the early 80s, okay? But employees began to think about selling it first available from the museum's Explorer store back in the early 80s. But employees began to think about selling it again as calls, emails, and social media posts poured in asking about it and about new releases from the museum in general. Sorry, I gotta change pages. Anyways, so apparently there's in the first season, in the first episode of the first season, Dustin, the actor, was caught wearing this hoodie. And apparently, I don't know, I didn't know about this, maybe you guys have, but apparently it was getting a little bit of buzz. And I'm reading a tweet right now. It says, from the Science Museum of Minnesota, Stranger Things fans, check out what Dustin is wearing in the second season, episode 1. So he wore this in the second season, episode 1, and season 1, episode 1. We want one too, #working on it. At 8 a.m. on a Tuesday, the museum began selling purple sweatshirts, crew necks, and t-shirts with the same, and this is what it says. So I'll pull up a picture of the hoodie that they're talking about. But as you can see, it says Brontosaurus, and the Thunder Lizard, text image of a dinosaur. Shortly after opening sales online, museums and websites crashed. So many people were buying this, and it was for a phenomenal cause. It was for a great cause. Anyways, that's just a little bit on how Stranger Things is impacting the community around them. Shout out to them. Congratulations. For this next headline, we have high school seniors hold a funeral for a homeless veteran who died on the streets on November 18th, 2017. So guys, let's call out the elephant in the room, okay? There's a lot of homeless people going, and it breaks my heart to see these homeless people, especially the veterans, the people who have literally fought and nearly died or gave their life for their country just so they could come back home and be poor, be broke, and not have anywhere to live, no money, no financial stability. Think about that. Could you imagine that? Putting your life on the line for the people who walk past you every day, every time you hold that sign up saying, please donate. And I get that there's skeptics out there. There's skepticism. Is this guy really poor? Is he not? I totally understand that, guys. But think about it. For the people that are genuinely poor, for people who are genuinely homeless and not just scamming you, for them to come home after serving their country years, I believe the shortest contract you can have is a 4-year term. So it's for you to have a 4-year contract, serve your country, and come home being broke, poor, and not being able to have any sort of financial stability, not have any family to go to, not have nowhere to sleep, not even a bed, or a pillow to rest your head on. That breaks my heart. And to hear veterans on the streets and they pass away, without any proper funeral. People, who knows, the body could be laying there for weeks. Who knows if they're somewhere secluded. But anyways, these high schoolers from an ROTC program held a funeral for the homeless veteran who was found dead on the street. Seniors at a Catholic Memorial High School in West Roxbury, Maryland, held a funeral for a homeless veteran, who died on the streets and had no living family members. When the students learned an Army veteran named John would be buried with no one in attendance, they decided to hold a service for him and with full military honors. So they folded the flag, they had a proper coffin, they had our fellow ROTC students gather around and do a color guard. Quote, "We have a lot of veterans in my own family, so I know the sacrifice he made for the country, and I know the service he had committed in the years he committed to serving our country," said senior class president Will Patton. Again, guys, we all know poverty is a big thing, and I'm a firm believer in helping, curate that and what's the word I'm thinking of? Remedy. I'm always looking at a way to remedy that situation, and reaching out to people in your communities is a phenomenal thing, of course. But I think at the same time, we have to look, rather than, feeding people in other countries, rather than doing these certain things. And I know maybe some of you may disagree. I am by no means saying that's not a good thing, but I think we should be able to focus on the poverty in our own country, poverty in our own states, communities, and even the people in our nearby neighborhoods that you don't even know are struggling. I think helping out people in foreign countries and foreign places is a great thing to do. Of course, it's never going to be a bad thing. However, I just think it's better to be more efficient in our own communities before we could ever help and strive to help those around in foreign countries. But that's just my personal opinion. Moving on to the third headline. Now, this is pretty crazy, okay? How many times you walk down the street, if you're lucky enough, okay? If you're lucky enough and you walk down the street, you walk down through the mall or something, I don't know, and you come across $10, $15, $20, $5, $1, okay? What do? I know exactly what you do. We all know exactly what we would do in that situation, okay? And this kid, he is an 8-year-old who finds a wallet with $1,700 in cash. I don't even have a life savings of $1,700. I don't even think I'm worth $1,700. This dude found $1,700 in cash in a wallet, and he returns it to the mugging victim, the person who was mugged, the person who had the wallet stolen from them. An 8-year-old kid found it, stumbled across it, and he returned it. Okay, guys, let's be honest. Being our age, okay, say if you're somewhere I'm 17 years old, so I would say anyone from about his age, 8 years old, it doesn't really have a limit, honestly. But at the end of the day, this guy, especially at his age, I know personally, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'd probably, I don't know, $1,700 is a lot. I don't know. I might keep it. I don't know what I would do with it. I would hope I would return it, but that's also the younger me I'm speaking of, so I don't really know. Nonetheless, for him to return it and make such a bold act, for him to act with such integrity, that is such a great thing, and I'm sure he was probably rewarded with something. I'm sure, or clearly he made it on the website, so that's also a really great thing to have. As an 8-year-old boy from Washingtonville, New York, returned a lost wallet with $1,700 in cash inside to a Bronx mugging victim. Frankie Burns found the wallet last weekend, and he was preparing for a Gaelic football game in the Bronx. The fourth grade didn't even hesitate to bring the wallet to his father. So that's really nice of him. After using an identification card inside the wallet, the family was able to find its owner, and they say the man had recently been released from the hospital after a mugging. So this dude was even hurt. Wow. The victim, must have been hurt. He got, I don't know, stabbed. Who knows what could have happened. The victim had dropped his wallet after the attack. That's interesting. Frankie says the man gave him $1,000 for his. See I'm a freaking genie. That's all I gotta say. I'm so good. Frankie says the man gave him 100. Oh, I said 1,000. It is $100. This man gave him $100 for his honesty and kindness. Good things come around, guys. I think if we can learn something from at the end of this article is whatever comes around. Anyways, guys, that's going to conclude the 3 headlines for today. Next week, guys, I'm thinking about doing a live stream. So the way it's going to work is if you guys haven't followed me, okay, I'm never going to ask for follows again, but I'm going to ask you guys to follow my Instagram page, the podcast Instagram page, that is. Turn on post notifications if you know how to do that. There's 3 buttons on the top right if you're looking at the profile, and just click on that and then click on turn on my post notifications. If you guys turn those on, you guys will know every single time I post, when I'm going to post, just random hype things, or if there's any updates, if there's days I'm not going to upload, if there's days I'm going to double upload, who knows, weeks I'm going to double upload, triple upload, you get the point, okay? So anyways, definitely follow that, guys. And what I'm going to be doing is when you go live on Instagram, as I'm sure many of you are aware of, it notifies your followers, people who are following you. So I'm gonna try to do something like that. I'm gonna put out an Instagram post 2 days or a day in advance. I'm gonna post one the day of and the day before I go on live. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys feed me questions, feed me ideas, whatever you want, and I'm just gonna be recording like I am right now, my audio and everything, and I'm just gonna be responding and reacting to what you guys are saying, what you guys are asking. If you guys want, I'm gonna do an IMO is what it's practically gonna be called. It's gonna be a frequent segment I'm gonna try to do, say maybe once or twice a month, and what it's IMO, in my opinion, if I have to spell it out. So essentially what this is gonna be doing is you guys just ask me questions, and in my opinion I'm going to answer based on those questions. So again, guys, please follow that. Please turn on post notifications, and when I go live, again, just keep watch on what I'm posting, how I'm posting, the content and the captions. Be sure to read those. Anyways, guys, my name is Julian Hernandez. It's been a pleasure. Rolo, get over here. We got to do a closing. And this is my co-host, Rolo. Say hi. Say hi to the peoples. Hi, guys. Subscribe to Forgive Me for My Honesty. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Links to the 3 original stories will be down in the description as always. Follow the Instagram. The link is also in the description. First link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a lovely day. Continue to spread the peace, love, and positivity. Much love. Peace out.